a majority of this video before you comment, please. There's going to be a lot of explaining to do. I did not do this on purpose, and I feel terrible about it. This was not supposed to be the next video. I was not supposed to be making this video tonight. I was supposed to be making a video updating on the shop and what all we've changed on it. There's a lot that's changed on the shop. That was supposed to be this video, but I have gotten probably over 200 messages, comments, phone calls from friends of mine I haven't spoken to in a while, notifications that this truck is on a Facebook forum that I had no idea about before today. And I just got to come out and first apologize to you guys because I accidentally told you, I responded to like 5 people, that this truck, and do not comment yet, I'm gonna explain a lot. Just please watch at least half the video before you comment. This truck has spacers on it. Now let that settle for a second. How did you not know the truck had spacers on it? You just bought this truck last week. Let's explain a little bit to you guys, but first let's show you the spacers. So you can obviously tell those are 2-inch Rough Country spacers that the dealership decided to throw on my 2021 truck with 10 miles on it without telling me. Why they did that, I think it's pretty obvious. I think they obviously had a point to do it. Maybe the 12.5 wide tires on the 20s, the 35-inch size, by the way, maybe they were rubbing on a steering component. Obviously, it's got to be a reason behind it. I'm not saying they put it on there for no reason. Now, how did I miss this? Why did I not know this? Let's check out the back too. By the way, gosh, man, there's so much to talk about. Let's check out the back first. And let's give them, boom, obviously they're on the back too. Show them a profile back here. And I'm going to explain my very first point. Guys, you got to realize I'm coming from 14 wide, 24 by 14 American Force wheels with crazy offset. I'm used to my tires sticking out 1.5 feet. This to me did not catch my eye. You can see this has literally no stance. Now, I know you guys with 21 Rams, 1920 Rams with 35-inch Toyos running this exact same setup. I know you're going to say it has stance, and I got that now. I got it. It obviously has some stance. I got it. But from my perspective, by the way, let's go back to the front, dude. Oh my gosh, so much to talk about. Don't comment, guys, yet. Do not comment yet. I wasn't going to buy this truck. When I pulled up to the lot, if you watch the video, it has 90,000 views as I'm recording this. I wasn't going to buy this because when I walked up, first time I saw it, I was like, oh, hell no, I'm not buying this truck, dude. I just drove 6 hours. I gave them my debit card twice. They handed it back to me twice. Gave my debit card. I'm not buying this truck. This truck is so scratched and damaged, and they wanted too much money. Now, it'd be something if they didn't want as much, and we came up with a deal. Obviously, I have the truck now. We came up with a deal. But I didn't do a crazy look around like I probably should have. Now, I'm going to get to the point at the end of the video. Am I going to continue to run these spacers? I know you guys are going to ask that. There's a lot we got to get to, though. Am I going to continue to run them? We'll hit that. I did a quick once over the truck. I was like, nah, I ain't doing it. We went back inside, handed him my card. It was like, I'm leaving, dude. Like, this is it. I'm not buying the truck. So anyway, we end up coming up with a deal. It started getting a little bit later in the day. Yes, I did go back out and check out the interior because I hadn't even looked at it yet. I said, dude, before we sign the paperwork, let me at least look at the interior. He said, okay, go ahead. It was starting to get almost dark at that point, but it wasn't quite dark yet. I checked out the interior. I said, okay, the interior looks good. Everything seems to be functioning well. Let's go ahead and do the deal. I never went around and was like, let me check out if this thing with no stance on stock 35s. By the way, to finish my sentence, I didn't come over here and was like, let me see if this thing has spacers on it from the factory, from a dealership. Who would think that? Who would think that? I got it. Now I know these 35s on the 5th gens are just tucked in like pizza cutters, even at 12.5 wides. I know that now, but I didn't know that at the time. I just came from a 4th gen on 37s, on 37-inch Toyo MTs. By the way, this is my 7th set in my life, Toyo MTs. It's my 7th set. It's the only tire I've ever ran on any of my trucks. I've never ran another tire. My Power Stroke I just sold, my 19 Platinum F250 with 14 wides, had Toyo MTs. My 4th gen Cummins had 37-inch Toyo MTs on stock wheels. No spacers, no rubbing at all. why in the right mind? I know I've never bought a fifth gen before, but I wasn't just in the mindset with, oh my God, this thing has got to have spacers on it. This thing has crazy stance. You guys got to think about, like, logically. Like, you can't just think, oh, this dude's dumb as hell. Like, I get it. It's my fault. I should have known the thing had spacers on it. Whether I keep them on there, we'll get to that at the end. But there's a lot more than just, this dude's an idiot. He should have known he had spacers. But I wanted to make this video because I wanted to come out and just tell you tonight, as soon as I knew. By the way, I've been driving this truck for like a week and a half. Granted, half that was in the shop after the ceramic coating, but I've driven the truck like 3 times. By the way, the steering's fixed, and the tailgate was messed up. I didn't tell you guys about the tailgate, but the tailgate got fixed at the dealership, and so did the steering. The steering is straight now. They didn't align it from the factory or from the dealership. Why they didn't align it after the tires and leveling kit got put on, your guess is as good as mine, but they didn't. But it steers straight now. The steering wheel is straight as an arrow now. There's a lot, man. There's a lot. Basically, I'm making this video. Yeah, I look kind of like an ass. I got it. I've literally accidentally lied to like 5 of my subscribers. I had no idea this thing had 2-inch spacer. I look like an absolute idiot. But hey, I made a mistake. I'm all about owning up for my mistakes. I preach own up to your mistakes, so I'm going to do it myself. And that's the way I feel about it. You guys can talk crap down below. That night was hectic. You know, we can get into all of it like, oh, I had my kids with me and it was late and we had just got a 6.5 hour drive, and I can make up every excuse in the book. Point is, I didn't realize it had spacers. Let's get into one thing. I'll take the blame for not realizing it, but as a dealership, if you have to throw spacers on something at 2 inches, spacers at all, whether it's 1/2 inch or 3 inches, whatever the size spacer you gotta run to fit tire, you need to tell the customer that. Like, I got it, I should have realized that, but dude, do you guys agree with me? I mean, comment down below, am I tripping? Or should the dealership just be like, hey, by the way, dude, if we're gonna run these 35s, we're gonna have to throw 2-inch spacers on there. You cool with that? Or hey man, just a heads up. I don't know, am I tripping? I don't know, you guys tell me. I may be tripping, but should a dealership tell you we're gonna throw 2-inch spacers to run these 35s on stock wheels with a leveling kit? Dude, it's like crazy to me how the 5th gens need. Now, we're probably going to take them off and see if it actually even needs the spacers anyway. But it's crazy to me that a 5th gen on 35s with a leveling kit rubs something in the steering components. I'm at least thinking that if they put them on there, I mean, good Lord, dealerships don't spend money on anything without absolutely having to. So they had to put, obviously, the spacers on there. They wouldn't have put the money into picking those things up if they didn't absolutely have to have them without them rubbing on the front end somewhere on some kind of component. It just blows my mind. I mean, Jonathan's behind the camera. You guys haven't seen him in a while on a video. Am I tripping?
Like 2 days or 2 videos ago, or
yeah,
one
they
video
have.
ago.
Oh yeah, like 1 video ago.
You were making fun of my grass.
You haven't
that
seen him
I
in the shop.
Finally cut.
Did
I
you?
cut almost the whole grass with the weed beater, dude.
You're crazy.
I gotta buy a lawnmower, but
dude, am I tripping, or should I as a new truck buyer on a 21 with 35s and a leveling kit expect 2-inch spacers?
no.
I shouldn't? Okay.
I didn't think there were spacers on there.
No, dude, it has no stance, dude. From the back, from the front, dude, it has no stance at all. I got it, guys. It's sticking out 1 inch. I got it, but
I mean,
dude,
without the fender flares, it'd probably just be sticking out a little bit more.
I guess,
but
it looks factory. You know, what I was thinking is, hey, it's a 12.5 wide tire. It's gonna be sticking out a little bit. It didn't catch my eye, or
it doesn't even look like it was rubbing on this. So, I mean, they had to have put it on for a reason. Like, they turned the wheel, and it was either rubbing on the fender or the control arm or something, but I don't know why they put that on there.
Dude, I have no idea, man. Dude, it's crazy to me. It literally looks like it has no stance. I don't know. I probably look like an idiot. Okay, you guys can comment at this time. If you want to comment I'm an idiot, you got it. Go ahead. But, dude, I am just stupid busy. And no, I did not catch that. Like, I don't even barely look at the truck before I get in it. Like, if I'm doing something, I just jump in the truck and I'm gone. Like, I got it. I probably should have picked it up. I'll own it.
Even when I ceramic coated the wheels,
dude,
I didn't notice.
Dude, when I was washing the wheels, had no idea. Literally, like, you're not thinking, oh my God, dude, this thing has hella stance. It's got to have spacers on it. From a dealership, dude. Think about that. I didn't even know dealerships could legally do that. Because you hear about all the fail stories about, you know, spacers falling off and crazy dangerous things that happen. I didn't even know that was a thing, man. Dealerships putting 2-inch spacers without even telling customers. Dude, people are going to comment. They're going to say, dude, that thing has hella stance. What you talking about? You should have picked up on that. Dude, I'm coming from 14 wides on 24s, man. Like, I'm not thinking like you guys may think I'm thinking. And plus, I wasn't even initially going to buy this truck anyway. It was kind of just like, okay, you know, we came up with a deal, sitting down. I checked out the interior, and it was done. It was just like that. And I was tired. I went to the hotel, went to bed, woke up, drove this thing back after we bought my wife's car. And that was it, man. But I wanted to come out with this video. Like I said, you can comment at this point if you want to. It's all good. Whether or not I'm going to keep these things on is going to depend on when I take them off. I'm going to take them off and test to see if it rubs. If it rubs, dude, I guess I got to throw them back on. I got to figure something out. Until I figure something out, another wheel and tire setup that isn't going to rub without having the spacers on. I obviously don't want to run spacers, dude. It's common sense. I didn't even know they were on there until like 2 hours ago. So obviously I don't want to run them. I got to figure something out, though, with that being said. So give me a second, guys. Let us figure this out. Comment down below. Let me know what you guys think I should do. With that said, shout out to Jonathan. His link will be down below, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Shop update. We got to update you guys on a lot of stuff in here and out there and what's going on with it, and some do's and don'ts when building your shop. Peace.
I go straight from the bank, gassing up the tank, cranking up the radio, playing old Hank.